A 30-day closure started today, and it's already causing headaches for drivers. News Center 16's Gabby Gonzalez is live at 23 and Jacob. And Gabby, what options do drivers have to get around this closure?
Well, they're going to have to turn to those detours. If you can see right here next to me, the road is pretty torn up, not much of a roadway left at all here. And this work extends all the way down to the 5 Point intersection. Now, if you're trying to get to Parisi's or the Boy Scouts office, there's still access to that. Everyone else has got to use the detours. We're talking Eddy Street, Jefferson, and Ironwood to get you back onto State Road 23. And with the first day of this closure also came a lot of confusion. While there were signs up letting drivers know about the closure, some of the drivers still made their way through. That meant a lot of U-turns and a constant stream of cars forced to turn down Huey Street. One attempt at backing up right before the road work led to a fender bender there. Originally, this road was set to remain open throughout the project, but a recent discovery meant a change of plans.
What ended up happening is, as we were moving utilities and the city of South Bend was planning their work, they found they were going to need to close the road to work on a new water main for the area. It's in conjunction with our 5 Points project, so it's not something we plan to do.
This close too, I was going to go back that way, but now I have to go all the way around, so it's wasting more gas.
And a lot of the folks I talked to today were kind of lost trying to get to the Boy Scouts office right here. The staff there telling me their phones were ringing all day, people just asking, how can I get there? And this is what they told me. You can actually gain access to their parking lot. If you come from Edison down here, you can kind of go around those initial barriers there, and there's still access there. They're going to remain open throughout this entire project there. So if you were concerned about that, you can still make it out. And also tomorrow we have another road closure starting up. That one's going to be on Douglas Road from Ironwood to State Road 933. To get around that one, you're going to have to actually use Cleveland Road, and that one's also set to last about 30 days. Mo, Terry?
All right, Gabby, that stretch of 23 is pretty heavily traveled you're standing on. How many cars a day will be affected by all this?
Well, NDOT tells me it's more than 14,000 cars that travel this roadway each and every day, this stretch here. So you might want to add some time to your commute every day, since you're going to see a lot more cars turning to those routes to get around all of this.
30-day closure on State Road 23 went into effect, forcing many to look for detours.
News Center 16's Gabby Gonzalez is live on State Road 23. So, Gabby, I've seen the road closed signs out there. Is it just a matter of drivers figuring out the detours?
Well, Mo, Terry, the biggest issue out here today seemed to be that the drivers just didn't know exactly what stretch of 23 was affected by all this. So we're going to clear this up for the folks at home. It goes from Twickenham, right behind me here, all the way down to the 5 Point intersection. You can see those barriers and cones up down there. And as drivers were making their way down today, they were surprised to find that part of this roadway right here is actually just dirt right now, not much left of the street. It's a strange sight. Not a single car on this part of State Road 23. But just up the road, the confusion can be seen and heard.
It's a tragedy. I can't get around nowhere. I done went around the whole east side trying to get to one little location.
While signs like this block off the area, there were still plenty of U-turns as drivers realized their usual route is out of commission.
I have to go through so many streets to come down, like all the way back to Twickenham, like instead of coming a straight shot down.
The closure sending a constant stream of cars down Huey Street when drivers realize they can't continue on 23. One U-turn attempt ending with a fender bender.
Trying the corner because close the road, hit my car.
While some try to simply get through the stretch, others attempt to go to places right in the middle of all the construction.
I'm trying to get to the Boy Scout office on 23, and they've got 23 blocked, and you come around and the other roads are blocked, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Plenty of calls coming into the Boy Scouts office Monday.
Yes, we are open.
With drivers simply asking, how can I get there?
It's pretty crazy, at least the first day of it.
While the work continues, NDOT asks for drivers to bear with them.
Any construction project we understand is really frustrating for folks to encounter, especially a major closure like this. But we really encourage folks to stay patient and realize that in 30 days we'll get this road back open.
And as you can see right there, Parisi's has got that sign up, open during construction, just to let the drivers know that they still have access here. Same thing goes for the Boy Scouts office right next door. The staff there are telling me if you come from Edison onto State Road 23 and make it around those initial barriers, you can make it into their parking lot, so they'll have access to their two buildings throughout this entire process. And for the other folks out there, you're going to have to turn to those detours, and that's Ironwood, Jefferson, and Eddy Street to then make it back to State Road 23.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up.